Hello, this is Adolf. Welcome to the video lecture series on the course of building construction. So this is the lecture number 11 and part 1 in the windows. So by this we are going to start the window. So in this video we are going to see about the definition of window and how we have to choose the size of window and what are the different types of windows that are available in the field of construction. So these are the topics we are going to see in this video lecture. Definition of window. So if you take window, so if you see window, that is a opening in a wall. So it's just opening in a wall. We are providing with some steel or wooden materials to enclose the wall, and that window will have many functions. So the definition of a window is it is an opening in a wall, provides many functions. So what are the functions of the window? So the functions is, first it will admit light and air to the room. So admit means it will give the entrance passage to enter the light and the air to the room. Second one, it will give you a view to the outside. So we can see from the window, we can see the outside. So what's going on in the outside? So is there any beautiful scenery? We can see it. And the third function is it also provide insulation against heat loss and also against the sound. So it provides some good insulation against the heat loss and it will provide the insulation against sound. So these are the functions of window. So if you take any window, that window will consist of two parts. One is window frame. So this portion is window frame, and this one is sashes or shutter frame. So these are the two parts. Every window will have these two parts. So if you take the window frame, so this window frame are fixed to the opening in the wall. So this one will be fixed to the opening of the wall. How it will be fixed? With the help of hold fast. So this hold fast will help to fix the window in a position on the wall surface. Second one is sashes or shutter frame. These sashes or shutter frames are fixed to the window frame. So this will be fixed to the window frame. So with the help of hinges, so that we can open the window and close the window easily. And the window frames will have sill at the bottom. We will have sill at the bottom and a lintel at the top. But in door, you will have lintel only. We don't have any sill level. So that's a difference. So window will have sill, but door it doesn't have any sill. So how we can choose the size of a window? The selection of size, shape, location and number of windows in a room depends upon the following factor. The first one is size of the room. Whether the room is a very large room or it is a small room. By that only, so what shape of the window, what size of a window we need, where it will be located, everything we can find. Second is the location of the room. So where the room is located in your building. So in your home or in your room, where your how the in your home. So where is your room located? That will plays an important role. Third one is utility of the room. So what purpose you are going to use that room? So whether it is a storage area or it is a living area. So what is the utility of the room? That will decide the size and shape of the window. Fourth one is direction of the wall. So how the wall is directed. So that only we will provide. So direction of the wall. The fifth one is direction of wind. So how the wind is blowing. So if it is your room, so wind direction is in this direction means, so if you provide window here, then only the air will come inside it. So So if you provide window, no air will come inside. So the direction of the window also plays an important role. Next one is climate conditions such as humidity, temperature, etc. So these are also plays a role. Next one, requirement of exterior view. So from the exterior, so how your window should look like, how your home should look like. That's also required for the size and the shape of the window. And the final one is architectural treatment of the exterior of the building. So from the outside, the architectural view, how you want to look. So these are from this class condition following factors, uh, we will select the size of the window. So based on the factors, the following thumb rules are used to find the size of the window. So first is, if you want to find the breadth of a window, we can find out by if you know the width of the room and the height of the room. So width of the room and height of the room. If you know these two, we can find the breadth of window. So how it is? 1 by 8 by width of room plus height of room. So if it is height of a room is 3 meter and width is 8 meters. So 1 by 8 into 8 plus 3, that is 11 by 8. So this is the breadth of the window. Second condition, a total area of window opening should normally vary from 10 to 20 percentage of the floor area of the room. So if the floor area, so this is your floor area, so 10 by 10, so it is 100. So uh, your window area should be 10 to 20. Minimum you have to give 10, maximum you can give 20. So this is how the total area of window should be. That point is, the area of window opening should be at least 1 square meter for every 30 to 40 cubic meter of inside the content of the room. So if it is your room is very large room, so you have to give 1 square meter window opening. So your window size should be 1 square meter for every 30 meter you have to give. So for every 30 meter you have to give 1 square meter window opening area you have to give in that room. Fourth point is, if you are going for a public building, so you have to give 20 percentage of floor area as the minimum area of window. So if it is in a school building or college building or any public offices, government offices, these are all public buildings. So in that area, that building, the minimum area of window you have to give 20 percentage. That is, so if it is 100 meters square floor area means minimum you have to give 20. We should not go less than 20. We can go above 20 meters square, but we should not go less than 20 meters square. So if you want the natural sunlight to enter into your room in the daytime, instead of you're using any bulb or tube light, then the area of glazed means glass panels, should be at least 8 to 10 percentage of floor area you have to give for the sufficient amount of natural light to enter into your room. So by this condition we will decide the size of window. Next is ventilator. So this ventilator is, window is a large opening, but these ventilators are a small opening. So this ventilator should be provided near the roof or top of the room for proper ventilation. So why we are giving the ventilator is, for giving a proper ventilation we are giving the ventilators. So this is door, this one is window, and this one is ventilator. So this ventilator will give the proper ventilation. So where it will be provided is, it will be provided over the door, we can provide here also we can provide, or over the window like this we also provide. And these ventilators will be a movable ventilator like a pivoted window. So pivoted windows. What is pivoted windows means? These windows can move vertically and horizontally. We will see this in the coming slides. Next is, what are the types of a window? So first type is fixed window. So in this fixed window, so if you see the glass panels, these are all the glass panels. These glass panels or glass shutter, these are all permanently fixed in the window frame. So you cannot open it or you cannot move it. It will be permanently fixed in the window frame. So where we will use this fixed windows means for decorative purposes areas we will provide this uh, fixed window. Second one is pivoted window. So this pivoted window is looks like this, so that we can move the window shutter frame. This shutter frame we can move it in both direction, that is vertically or horizontally we can move it. For our convenience we can move it to admit the light or to admit the air, we can move that one. So that is pivoted window. Third one is sliding window. So sliding window is, this is how it will look like, this diagram, but we will have rollers on the window frame, so that we can slide the window easily in either in horizontal direction like that. In this direction also we can move easily, or if we provide here the rollers, so that we can move it in vertical direction also. So that is sliding window. Fourth one is casement window. This casement windows, this is how it will look like. So this window frame will be fixed to the wall, and the shutter frame will fixed to the window frame in one end, so that you can open the window like a door. That's why that type of window we will call it as a casement window. Fifth type is glass and slash windows. So it is a one type of casement window, but in this window the whole panels are will be fully glazed. That means whole panel will be glass panels, no other panel. So every panel will be in glass. In this, the shutter frame consists of two vertical stiles, one top rail and bottom rail. So this is one vertical stile and this is the second vertical stile. We have one bottom rail and one one top rail and one bottom rail. So these many parts will be there in the glazed and slash windows. So you have to fix the glass panel. So inside the uh, inside. So this is, see here. So you have to fix the glass panel by dividing one by one rod. So this rod, it can be in timber or in steel. So we will call this one as glazed bars. So why we are giving the glazed bar is, the panel space is divided suitably, so that we can use the glass part, we can use fix the glass panel. So how we are going to fix that bar is called glazed bar. So how we are going to fix the glass panel in the glazed bar means by using putty, or by using putty or any small fillets we will use, any small fillets we will use to fix the glass panel in the glazed bar. So this is the glazed and sash window. Sixth type is double hang window. Double hang window. So this is a single hang window and we have double hang window. So double hang window means the two shutters we can move in vertical direction. So in double hang window we will only one direction the window will move, that is in vertically. So in double hang window, so the shutter frames, two shutter frames, they can be moved. Then we will call it as a double hang window. If one shutter frame is fixed to the window frame and another one can move, means we will call it as a single hang window. Sometimes what we will do, we will connect a pair of metal weight from one frame to another frame. So if you pull one window, another one will move up or other one will move down when another one is going up. So one will go up, other will come down. So like that we will do by connecting the pair of metal weight. So this these hung windows will be used for controlled ventilation. We will use, so how much air you want to enter into your room, so we will use this double hung window. Seventh type is lowered windows. So this where it comes from is, so see here, there is a wooden plank that is that will be in slope shape. So this part we will call it as a lower. So that's why this window is called as lowered window. So in this window, the shutter will consist of top rail, bottom rail, and two vertical stiles it will have. And these vertical stiles, they will be grooved so that these lowers can fit inside the vertical stiles. So these lowers are fixed at 45 degrees slope downwards to the outside. So why we are giving the 45 degrees? See here, it is some angle is there. So why we are providing is to run off rainwater. During rainy season, we have to run off the water. So to do that, we are providing in the 45-degree angle. And if you want to, if you add the ventilation blind, so what will happen? The lower can be opened by means of operating device. Some operating device you can mechanical device, so that we can open or close this lowers. So that is called ventilation blind. Eighth type of window is bay window. So this bay window will project beyond the face of the exterior wall. So this is the exterior wall. So from the exterior wall, it will took some, beyond that wall, it will have some space. So that type of that type of window, we will call it as a bay window. This bay window, it will be in circular, rectangular, polygonal, and triangular in shapes. So bay windows will be in circular, rectangular, polygonal, and triangular in shape. So why it is given this, why we are providing the bay window in the home or any building means to get the increased area of opening. So for admitting greater light and light. So we are increasing the opening area so that large amount of light and air can enter into our room. Second point is, it increases the decoration or appearance of the building. So the appearance of the building, um, it will be increased by providing the bay windows. Ninth type is corner window. By name we can say, if in a room, if you are providing it in a corner, then it will call it as a corner window. So where it will provide, so at the corner of the room having two faces in two perpendicular directions. So two perpendicular directions, from the two perpendicular directions we will provide this corner window. So why we are providing this corner window means, because it is in a corner and two perpendicular walls are facing. So what will happen, more amount of light and air can admitted from these two directions. That's why we are providing it in a corner place. The 10th type is dormer window. So these dormer window, and the next type is gable window. These dormer and gable windows will be provided in the pitched roof, but their position is different. So if you take the dormer window, the position is here. So some headroom is there, some room is there. So the dormer windows are provided on a sloping roof only, it is provided. So for the ventilation and the lighting to the enclosed space below the roof. So to give this room a light and the air, so we are providing the dormer window. So if the same window is provided on the gable end of the pitched roof, we will call it as a gable window. The purpose is same only. 12 is skylight window. So see here, this is the skylight window. So it is also provided in the roof, sloping roof only. So why we are providing this skylight means, on the daytime if you want more sunlight to enter into your room, then we will provide this skylight window, so to admit the more amount of light. And the last type is Clerestory window. So this is how the Clerestory window will provided. So when we will provide this Clerestory window is, so if your front area is blocked by veranda and you need ventilation to inside the room, then we will provide this Clerestory window. So where we will provide this, near the top of the main roof. So near the top of the main roof only we will provide it. Mostly we will use pivoted windows as the Clerestory window. Pivoted window, we can move it in vertical or in horizontal direction. So these Clerestory windows are used to improve the appearance of the building. So these are the types of windows that are available in the field of construction. So in this video, we saw the definition of window. So how we have to choose the size of window, and what are the different types of window that are used in the field of construction. Thank you.